The lock sticks the way it always does, but when I push inside, the draft hits me first. Mid-July air shouldn't carry that kind of cold. I pause, one foot still on the welcome mat cheap waffle weave, bought to impress the landlord. My breath mists. Just a wisp. Gone when I blink. The hallway loams of lemons, same as the cleaner I use every Sunday. But today's Tuesday. Keys clatter on the entry table, my hand freezes halfway. 2 keys, not 3. The silver one to the mailbox downstairs is missing. The radiator ticks awake. I don't turn it on in summer. Down the hall, the bathroom door hangs open wider than I leave it, just a sliver of shadow showing. I keep it closed. Bad pipe smell, I told the super. He never fixed it. My soles peel off the laminate as I walk. Sticky, not spilled soda tacky. Sap thick. Knee-high, the wallpaper seam curls. I press it flat. It stays. In the kitchen, the faucet drips into a mug I don't own. Ceramic glaze, hairline crack. Water rings the bottom faintly green. My own cups are stacked dry in the cupboard. Always. Bedroom light won't turn on. The switch clicks, clicks. Street lamp glow slants through blinds. I definitely shut this morning. They're half open now, revealing the fire escape. Someone's out there. The radiator hisses, breath hot on my neck. But I'm facing the window. The blinds rattle, not wind. A single sharp tap. My shoulders hitch up, skin prickling as if the air itself has teeth. The fire escape's rusted skeleton shivers under the sodium glow. Empty. But the metal creaks, weight shifting where there's no weight to hold. I back toward the bed, heels catching on the rug's edge. My pulse thrums low in my throat. That's when I hear it, a wet, rhythmic click. Dripping? No. It's softer. Closer. The sound swims up from under the bed frame. My hand grazes the lamp cord. Fumble click. Still dead. Shadows, resin thick. The radiator groans, spewing steam that reeks of pennies. My reflection in the window blurs. Or... It tilts its head, just slightly, while mine stays rigid. Appliances hum from the kitchen. The refrigerator door, a soft thump. The mug. I see it without wanting to. Water pooling green, tendrils curling in the liquid like algae, like veins. A floorboard crooks in the hall. Slow compression, release. Footsteps pacing just beyond the doorway. I count them. 7. Always 7. Then silence. The thing beneath the bed sighs. A wet, languid sound. Fingernails? No. Too many joints, too many knuckles sliding over each other. I press a fist to my lips. Streetlight dies. Darkness total. In the hallway, the sticky patches on the laminate begin to pop. The popping speeds up sharp, like grease on a skillet. I taste iron. My watch ticks backward, second hand spasming. 3017 a.m. No, 9:4T, 12,003. The numbers bleed. Phone buzzing on the nightstand. My own number flashes. I answer. Static. Then my own voice, frayed and miles distant. Don't look again. You saw what happens when you look. Dadachi. The reflection. Still caught at that wrong angle in the black glass. It steps closer. Our breaths fog in discordant rhythms. My ribs ache where its outline presses against the pane. Cold fingers brush my ankle from under the bed. Dry now, no, scalding. The sheets hiss where they touch it. Wallpaper peels, revealing wet brick underneath. 1800s mortar, the super said. Original building bones, but this is new, damp, squirming. It's in the hallway, breathing through the keyhole. 7 breaths. Pause. Then 3. Then none. The lines I carve bloom into mouths, tiny, lipless, whispering in pollen-dusted voices. Let us sing you apart. Their vowels match the hallway's rhythm. Synced. The reflection's wristwatch melts, gears spilling like pumpkin seeds. My feet press into soil now, cold and worm-churned. December. But the window's open. Why is the window open? A thumbtack rolls across the floor. Blue plastic. My daughter stuck them in a smiley face on her last birthday. The candle's still lit, wax pooled on the hardwood. Candle? There was never a candle. The reflection lifts its hand, reaches through the glass. The lamp's cord snakes around my fingers before I even realize I've grabbed it. Cold iron, frayed sheath brushing my neck like spider legs. I swing. Glass shatters. But the reflection doesn't flinch. Its hand. My hand closes around my wrist. The walls ripple. Wallpaper becomes skin, becomes brick, becomes the slick tendon-strung curve of a throat. I'm sinking, not metaphor. The floor softens under my heels, wet earth rising to my calves. Its breath smells like blown-out candles, like the wax puddle hardening downstairs. But there was never a The thumbtacks skitter again, blue smears zigzagging into letters on the floorboards. My daughter's handwriting. The fissures spread up my arms, singing. My pulse sinks to the chant from the walls. A wet click. My jaw unlocks. The thing's fingers slip into my mouth. Not fingers. Segmented. Insectile. Carving syllables onto my tongue. Something screams. Me? It? The room buckles. Light fractures into prismatic stutters. In the shards, the reflection's face, yes, but behind it, behind mine. A room without walls. Without floors, just endless panes of glass, each holding a version of me, each staring at another, each with something pressing through from behind. The candle flame gutters out downstairs, darkness, and 7 breaths. The 7th breath tastes of static. Someone giggles, high, crystalline, just left in my ear. My daughter's laugh. But she's at her mother's this week, isn't she? The floor shifts. Roots tangle between my toes, wet, twitching. Glass chimes. Light bleeds back in slivers, each shard a window, 100 me's, 100 fractures. Some claw at their own eyes, others smile with mouths unhinged, jaw hinges glistening raw. Behind them, the shapes. Blurred, oozing between panes. A wet crunch as my right knee gives. Down to my waist in the soil now, cold grit climbing. The thing that wore my face leans down, its chin splits. Mandibles, the syllables it carved throbbing in my tongue, words I can't swallow. Daddy. The voice is hers, the voice is all of them, layered, wet. Hands bleed through the glass, small hands sticky with sap or blood. Daddy. The floorboards hum. My wedding ring blackens, corrodes. The room constricts, a rib cage. Light blinks again. In the darkest pane, a girl's silhouette, back turned, braids matted with leaves. My throat burns. The thing above me exhales. My daughter's shadow raises her hand, presses it to the glass. It bows. Something huge stirs behind the panes. A timber creak, the sound of a house settling or a spine. My pulse hammers in my teeth. The chant in my tongue becomes a whine, become a name. Her shadow face turns. Not hers, not a face, just a hole. And light. Breath catches. That absence where her face should be. It pulls. The air thins, cold and metallic. Clara! I wheeze, throat ragged from the thing's syllables. My ribcage buzzes, honeycombed with rot. Soil rises to my collarbone. The grit twitches alive. To my left, the pane where Clara's shadow floats begins to fog. Condensation forms words. Daddy's fault! The mandibled thing crouches beside me. Its breath reeks of honeysuckle rotting in July heat. She chose the dark. It hisses through too many teeth. You dug the soil, planted the seeds. My ring disintegrates, flakes of black drifting into the dirt. The floorboards groan again. Milky liquid seeps from the walls. Clara's hollow silhouette presses both palms against the pane. All reflections of me freeze, turn their heads in unison. The room inhales. I hear nails, skittering beneath the floor, a million tiny scratches rising like a flock. The thing wearing my face tilts my chin up with a branch-like finger. Listen, it coos. They've tasted her shadow. Now they want the marrow. My mouth fills with the taste of burnt sugar. Clara's outline crumples. Falls! The panes shriek, and the glass breaks.